Hey Taurus, so it is Toy, and I'm gonna do a reading. Don't know where it's gonna go. I'm kind of just gonna go with the flow. So while I was meditating on your energy, I was getting like this camel here is important. I was getting like an Arabian Nights kind of feel, Egyptian, and then I started seeing different flashes, different images of like religious figures or just images that would represent religions like Buddha and the lady with like the multiple arms. So some of you may be researching religion, and then I seen like a shadow and like someone with their hands in their head in their hands. So some people might be feeling a little bit lost right now, Taurus, if that resonates with you. Okay. Little shuffle here. All right. So the card that's going to ground your reading is Protecting Treasure. I think I want to do your reading purely intuitive, Taurus. So, of course, like the traditional meaning of this card is knowing that you're protected. Um, but I feel like such a heavy feeling, Taurus, and I feel like you're searching for something that essentially is either right under your nose or that you already have. Um, like there's some type of security or grounding or almost like some type of desire, a craving almost to feel safe, feel secure, whether that's financially or emotionally. Okay. Yeah. So Dragon's Lair is here at the bottom of the deck, you know. But that's also encouragement to go forward, knowing that you are protected and knowing that for those things that are unknown on the journey, it's part of the journey. It's part of lessons that you need to learn. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I don't really like that saying. I'm being told to say that. I don't really like that saying like that because it's like, yeah, but that stuff be hurting so much and you go through so much. I mean, it is true. It makes you stronger. It makes you wiser. But while you're going through it, it's not something that you really necessarily feel like hearing. I just want to look at, protecting treasure. You are always protected and divinely directed. um, I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Well, I said I was gonna go completely intuitive, right? And the last sentence was embrace your courage, which caught my eye. So let me just keep going. All right, so pull out an old classic here. This is the first tarot deck I ever purchased, and when I was guided to it, I did here pull out a classic. So with that, Taurus, you might, I think it's in Taurus's nature to go back to what they know. Like if something worked in one situation, when you get into another situation, to kind of do what you know. Tauruses, I think, are creatures of habits in a lot of ways. I think, if I'm wrong, pardon. Um, but there may be it's like you, I I feel like there's a craving, there's a desire, like almost like you're aware of that about yourself. You're aware of that. Wow, wait a minute, because that's so different. So, okay, so maybe it's like wanting to feel secure and safe, but at the same time, like wanting to experience something new, but wanting to feel secure and safe in experiencing that new thing. And maybe being kind of like at a crossroads and like kind of cycling around the idea, cycling around, the direction, the choice, um, because in some ways, though you want that change and that transformation, though you want to drop what you're doing now because maybe it seems mundane and heavy, though all of that is true, logically, you're like, okay, but then what? And if that doesn't work, and then what? And so have courage, okay? So let's get right into it. I guess I'll leave this up here for now. I'm using my phone, guys. I'm doing the best I can with this, so excuse my camera angles. Yeah, I feel like you're prolonging the birth of something. I seen the Empress in reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles poked its head out. You're prolonging something. It's something that perhaps you're not walking away from. With that, the Eight of Cups fell out on the floor. So I'm going to keep that out on the side, but then we're just going to proceed. So what is the energy? So we have here the Fool in reverse, Taurus. So the opportunity is presenting itself, but there is a hesitation there. It's my cards all reverse. No, some of them are. I'm just going to take it how it comes. The Queen of Swords in reverse. So the Queen of Swords in reverse can be quite vindictive. It could be quite harsh because she's in a very bitter place. She's in a place where, only her perception matters, and that perception happens to be extremely uh, immersed in shadow. Let's say that. In remembering past situations in such a dark and treacherous kind of like way that she's very very guarded, but in a very toxic kind of way. And she can show that with the way she speaks to people for sure. But the way she thinks is jilted. And because she's in the past, I want to go ahead and turn her this way. I mean, because she's in reverse, I want to go ahead and turn her, excuse me. That's the future. I want to turn her this way. Because typically with the Queen of Swords, that is the thing, right? Is that her perception of the past. You see how dark it is behind her? I'm drawn to that this time. The perception of her past, it is really what is putting her in such a negative space. Now, this could be you. It's the energy crossing you. So it can be the energy you in a self-sabotage kind of manner, or it can be somebody that you're dealing with. Okay? Again, that Eight of Cups is, I'm being called to the similarities in the backgrounds. Let me see if I can, you know what I mean? Just the darkness, just the similarities in the background. But the Queen of Swords card has that light there at the top because it's perception. You have that ability to reverse that. All right. So on a soul level, we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Hold on one second, guys. Let me lock my door real quick. I had ran outside earlier. All right. So, see if we get some more natural light. Let me see if the sun is poking through yet. Does it make a difference? Let's see. Maybe. I don't know. I'll get a ring light. Okay, so The Ace of Cups in reverse. So the Ace of Cups in reverse talks about lack of self-love, lack of the ability to see your worth, or not the lack of ability. You have the ability to, but not being in a space to feel like that, and your soul is feeling like that. That's for me. The card on the bottom represents what's going on a soul level, and so your soul is yearning for thirst, which may be why you're wanting to start to take this alternate path and this alternate route, but at the same time still wanting to feel protected. You know what I mean? It's like wanting to, and it's nothing wrong, mind you, with wanting to have the best of both worlds, but there's a thirst here. There's a thirst here. And I feel like your soul, because it's the cup card, I feel like your soul is almost crying out to you, urging you to walk away from something. Now, if it's a person, fine. But for me, it looks like operating from your more primitive self. I feel like you've been really practical throughout your life and probably really successful too, and someone to look up to and grounded in some ways. Or maybe if you're not super successful materially, maybe still, you just those, you are that archetype of, go get a Taurus, that bold, that I got a goal, I got a target, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna do it, that grounded, that earth sign grounded, that reliability. Stubborn, but that could be a good thing. Stubborn about not stopping until you reach what it is that you want to reach and reach your goals, and that's great and that's wonderful and that's been wonderful. But now there's this thirst for something that's more emotionally fulfilling, and it's a little bit out of your element. So maybe that's why, mentally it's like, wait a minute, maybe you tried this before and maybe it didn't work. Maybe, there's a lot of different scenarios giving it a general reading, but ultimately your soul is thirsting for you to come out of this really practical place and give it more of an emotional feeding. Okay. All right. So we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Okay. So I want to clarify this. Knight of Wands. Oh, Taurus. So there was some type of movement forward. Let's see. But, with the King of Cups energy and the Knight of Wands. For me, that's kind of like contradicting energy a little bit. Because the Knight of Wands kind of just goes. He's like by the seat of the pants kind of like thing. So when that first came up, I'm thinking the Eight of Swords, oh, there was some movement made out of that Eight of Swords energy. But perhaps it was temporary. With the King of Cups and the Nine of Cups and the Hierophant. What's behind here? The Four of Pentacles. Hmm. So perhaps it was a swift change out of the energy, right? But maybe the way that you got that was by kind of like embodying that Queen of Swords in reverse energy, like more defensive, kind of like. Um, Also, some of you, if you could have done it by like getting in some type of affair or something like that to like temporarily soothe yourself, or maybe like let's say this new beginning for you is like a health thing, right? And you've always been someone who came across as very, body image healthy, and like maybe you're like really like plus size, beautiful plus size, or maybe you're really slim, either way. And now you decide you want to go the opposite direction. Like there's just feel a need, if you're really slim, maybe you want to do bodybuilding, or maybe you just want to get a little slim thick, whatever. Or even though you've always protested to be happy with your body, and you have, and successful and healthy and everything, and if you're on the bigger side, maybe you want to lose weight, whatever. Maybe there's some negative self-talk with the Queen of Swords, with the Ace of Cups here. Your soul is thirsting for it, but you're more in a primitive state, and just wanting to not rock the boat with the image that you've already created for yourself, or wanting to be seen as fake or whatever, but you want something different. Your soul is thirsting here. Maybe perhaps it's something that you were stressing out about, and so you went out and you did a photo shoot in your current state and decided to push forward with something like you felt like you needed more fulfillment, so you decided to push forward with some type of if you're plus size, some type of plus size 30-day journey for like your followers to do. Or if you're slim, you decided to do like a little booties matter, I don't know, something like that. And like, yeah, it filled you up at first, but then it's like the thrill was gone kind of quickly. It didn't leave any type of like lasting kind of fulfillment for you. um it is what you know, and it is great, and it is what you've chosen, but the unknown is definitely calling you, and some type of temporary fix in the future to get you out of this headspace where you were wanting it. Maybe it's even somebody coming in, someone coming in and convincing you. But how, that release from your mind, cycling these thoughts was fleeting. Okay, now crowning the Justice card in the reverse. I have an idea, but let's clarify. Okay, so Five of Pentacles. That Temperance. You're cheating yourself out of justice. You're treating yourself out of balance and out of happiness for fear. When in all reality, that thing that your soul is craving will mean the end of that which you lack. You appear to have what it is that you need, or maybe it's not even that you appear to have what it is that you want and need. It really is people's perception, right? You appear to have what they believe is the life. Maybe they call you crazy for wanting to do something different. Why would you want to do that? People want you to stay. They want you to stay sometimes where you are because it makes them feel safe and secure too, right? You're probably a lot of people's stability, Taurus. But it's like you're cheating yourself out of the fulfillment that reciprocity can bring. The life where you're not just everybody else's stability, but there are people that come into your life that are also your stability. But for holding on for what you know, or just holding on for fear of whatever the reason is, cheating yourself and it's balance. It's not saying jump off the bridge and just forget everything's stable, let me do this. No, you can do it little by little. Balance with the Temperance card here. Balance. Take your time, step by step, right? But go toward it Not step by step with making the decision to actually fulfill yourself and honor yourself, but step by step with the process of actually doing it. But accept it, Taurus. It's yours. You deserve it. Okay. Future energy, Ten of Wands in the reverse, huh? Let's see. It got me excited for a second there. Let's see. Yes, baby. Okay, Taurus, so it looks like, of course, the future energy is subjective to, free will, of course. But I would love this for you. I would love this for you. It's the, these damn nails, honey. It's the Ten of Wands in the reverse with the Four of Wands in the upright. And I got so happy when I see this in the Wands reverse. Let me clarify it. Like, I'm all in your energy, so I was like, let me be safe. Let me clarify it before I say anything. But that's amazing. So just dropping the burdens and celebrating with the Four of Wands energy with those that you love, I want to say. But the Two of Cups was out in reverse. The Devil in reverse. Seven of Wands. The Tower. Oh, okay. I was going to say with those that you love. However, for some of you, for the ones of you that resonate with this energy here being a person, this Queen of Swords energy here being a person, and relating to this Eight of Cups as well, like, so relationship wise, regardless of what type of relationship, this person might have left for a while, or you might have left them for a while, and they might have temporarily relieved some stress, but there may have been a return, right? And in this energy here, you're deciding, for no other reason besides this doesn't bring the best out of me. This is no longer in alignment with me. Maybe it was before. Maybe it was in perfect, I had to be in perfect alignment before because I was there and I was in it. But it is no longer. And I want to stop hurting myself because look, the way the cards are spread out, you can't see those other six wands. You can only see one wand. You can only see him. And you can't see the wand he has in his hand. And that one is pointing in that direction like that. That's the way my mind works. I'm sorry, y'all. It's about no longer subjecting yourself to situations, relationships, work prospects, just whatever, people's standards, people's perceptions and thoughts of you, your own self, limiting beliefs, whatever it is. It's about releasing that, and I feel like it's almost sudden. It's like a light bulb moment. It's like an epiphany. And if this represents people, a person, whatever, for them it's kind of like, what the hell just happened? But for you, it's been a long time coming, Taurus. For you, it's been a long time coming. Look what's at the bottom of the deck. Transformation. But you're kind of still going like this. But you're going to go after it. Look at that. I am done. Look at that. You're going to go after it. I say Knight of Swords. Huh? Two of Wands. The World card. You got this, Taurus. Okay? Meditate on it. Oh, look at this. Meditate on it. I am so happy. The King of Pentacles with the Six of Swords. By faith, Taurus. By faith, you got this. And the things that fall off, honey, look, you have you. That's you. For me, that's a representation of either yourself being balanced, feminine and masculine, or soulmate energy, which for me, soulmate energy is just that energy. It's not about a person. It's about what resonates with your soul, the agreements that you made to fulfill before you got into this physical form. for this physical form. So no matter what has to go away, it's going to hurt. Or what you have to take away from others even. I felt so bad saying that. It felt so selfish. It felt so hurtful. I felt really bad, but I struggle with that. So if you struggle with that, Taurus, just pray, meditate, and just really start to think about how these relationships or work, just whatever it is, these thoughts, whatever it is, how is it serving you? How is it feeding you? All right. Thank you so much, Taurus, for allowing me to read for you. And please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you feel so led to do so. And I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.